Hey, what's up everybody? We're back again with another build video, this time for the Striker Titan. I don't have any particular names for these builds, but we'll just get into it anyways. First up, we have Top Tree Striker, and you're going to want Traveler's Chosen and Heart of Inmost Light. And basically what you're going to try to do is you're going to throw both your pulse grenades, because Heart of Inmost Light, if you don't know, when you use an ability, it empowers your next ability you use, so you can put down your barricade and then throw double pulse grenades, and they'll both do extra damage. And it does work if you just throw both pulse grenades, because you get 2 grenades on Top Tree. And Traveler's Chosen is great because it charges all 3 abilities. And don't really worry about your super too much, so keep your stats pretty resilience heavy, discipline and strength heavy. Intelligence doesn't matter because Top Tree Striker's probably the worst of the 3 Striker supers in my opinion. So basically just keep rotating between all your abilities, stack your grenades, get Gathering Light, and then recharge all your abilities is basically how you do this. So yeah, your elemental and kinetic, or elemental and heavy, can be pretty much anything you want. Demolitionist on your weapons would be pretty good, or Wellspring 8 too. So if you have either of those perks on your special and heavy, that would benefit you a lot, but it's not necessary really. That'll be it for our first build. Next we have a build on Middle Tree Striker, Missile Titan. And this is going to center around Insurmountable Skull Fort most of all. Everything else is kind of up to you. I threw on a Deathbringer in my heavy slot just because, and then I had a Blinding Truth Teller, and then an Old Fashioned. Monte Carlo would be nice, but it's not necessary. Wellspring weapons are always great. So what you're going to want to do is, with the Insurmountable Skull Fort, if you don't know, getting arc melee kills fully recharges your arc melee ability, and the melee ability on Missile Titan is you dive from the air into the ground, dealing damage in a pretty generous area, and you then get inertia override and some super energy. So Monte Carlo would be nice just to make sure you have your melee at all times, or maybe a Wellspring machine gun or something with Wellspring. That way you can make sure you always have your melee, but inertia override's gonna make sure your damage is good on your weapons, and then having your super can help you clear out majors and bosses and champions pretty quickly. So basically this centers around getting your super faster through your melee. You could use Bad Juju, but I think Wellspring weapons or Monte Carlo would probably help you more, as you could just take out big groups of adds with your melee. And it does pretty good damage, so if you just weaken up a major, you can easily take it out. So again, no special name for this one, but you should try it out. It's pretty fun. I like Missile Titan. And our final build for this video is going to involve Mask of the Quiet One. And you could use a few different options here. I picked Crimson. Surus Regime would be good here too. But basically, if you don't know, Mask of the Quiet One makes your abilities recharge faster while taking damage. The melee on Bottom Tree Striker heals, and so does the super. So Mask of the Quiet One, you also heal when you're below critical. So the reason you want Crimson or Surus Regime is because they both heal, on kills and for Suros on hits. So basically, you're going to use your primary to make sure you're getting health in the middle of the fight, and then throw out a melee every once in a while for high burst damage that will also heal you. And while this is happening, you're going to be taking a lot of damage, getting healed from Mask of the Quiet One. And then you just have this loop of getting your melee back over and over again to get that high burst damage on enemies. And then you also have your grenades pretty quickly too, and your supers back pretty often. So even without bad juju or a thresh weapon, you can just use Crimson with Mask of the Quiet One, and it basically acts as a wellspring. And it does charge your super back too. It's not the most potent thing, but it works pretty well. And don't be afraid to take damage. Just also be cautious of what's hitting you and how much is hitting you. But overall, you don't have to worry too much about getting hit. It's just going to charge up your abilities, and you can use Crimson to get back the health you need. So yeah, that's that build. It's actually my favorite build for Bottom Tree. So yeah, you should try it out. It's pretty good. If you have any suggestions, just throw them down below. If you like this, like it. If you want to see more, subscribe, you know, the whole deal. So yeah, that'll be it. See ya.